Here's the future.
Hitachi.
Hello everybody and welcome to Cinema Cinema Cinema. 今週もハリウッドのホットな最新情報をたっぷりお届けします。OK, here we go! 今週はニコール・キッドマンの最新作からスタート。日本でも1月25日から公開される予定です。ある貴婦人の肖像。さてこちらは老いてますます元気なウォルター・マッソー、オジー・デイビスのベテランコンビ。2人が出演するのはブロードウェイコメディの映画化「I'm Not RAPPAPORT」。そしてラストの1本ロケーションリポートのコーナーに登場するのはミシェル・ファイファー、ジョージ・クルーニー共演のロマンティックコメディ「素晴らしき日」。トップ10フィルムのカウントダウンももちろんあります。今週も最後まで目が離せないシネマシネマシネマ。まずは最新作のご紹介 This week's preview。
There is one remarkable clause in my husband's will. He has left my niece a fortune.
Nicole Kidman stars in a period piece ある貴婦人の肖像。
Lord Warburton has asked me to marry him.
I told you you'd be a success over here. Americans are highly appreciated.
時は19世紀、アメリカの貴婦人イザベラは遺産を手にしたのをきっかけに一人旅に出ます。
I shall probably never marry.
You call marrying giving up?
It's getting a great deal, but it's giving up other chances.
Chances for what?
The usual chances and dangers.
イギリスにやってきたイザベラを口先巧みに利用しようと狙うのがマダム・メール played by Barbara Hershey。
I'd give a good deal to be your age again, to have my life before me. Who is this Madame Merrill? She plays beautifully.
She does everything beautifully. She's complete.
You don't like her.
On the contrary, I was once in love with her.
イザベラはマダムの勧めでジョン・マルコビッチと結婚しますが幸せは得られません。
There's a friend of mine I want you to know.
Did you say she was rich?
There's no doubt whatever about her fortune.
I fear she may marry one of these Europeans, and I want to prevent it.
What a range you have for organizing people.
You think my travel is ridiculous?
No. Go everywhere. Do everything. Be happy. Be triumphant.
やがてイザベラは初めて本当の愛に気づきます。
Are you thinking of proposing to me?
I love you, but without hope.
What do you want to do with her?
Put her in your way?
Isn't she meant for something better than that?
You're drifting off to some great mistake.
I'm absolutely in love with you.
What have you to do with me? Everything.
But weren't you meant for something better than to keep guard over the sensibilities of a sterile dilettante?
女流監督のジェーン・カンピオンが愛読書であるヘンリー・ジェームスの小説をベースに一人の女性の人生を生き生きと描きます。
I love the book, but I think for me it was a kind of story that could graft very well into my style, that I could get and be bold with and be modern with and be provocative with.
You're in love with her then?
I should be if certain things were different.
Things are always different from what they might be.
話題の新作はまだあります。The next preview。 貴婦人に続いては G 様2人が登場。
I was one person for 80-something years. Why not 100 for the next 5?
I'm Not RAPPAPORT。 ブロードウェイの人気コメディがウォルター・マッソー、オジー・デイビス主演で映画になりました。
How are you gonna hit me if you can't see me?
I just keep punching till I hear shouting. 3.
This is an embarrassing demonstration.
マッソーが演じるのは御年80歳のホラ吹きじいさんナット。
Then who the hell are you?
My name is Hernando, and I'm an escaped Cuban terrorist. Captain Danforth.
Just now I was Ben Gold.
Bartley speaking.
It was thought best to bring the Cobra in on this one. It's an affectionate term for me at the office.
It's one of the best roles I've ever had. I feel it's a reward for hanging around for 50 years.
デイビス扮するミッジの迷惑も顧みず、ナットは毎日正義の戦いを続けます。
Yeah, what? United Consumers Protection Agency.
What the hell is this?
$9.50 for these lamb chops now, is that correct?
No, that is neither correct nor just.
I thought so.
$7.20.
Excuse me, I'm concerned about this chicken.
Harry,
ナットはクビになりそうなミッジを救うために乗り出すのですが、いつもやりすぎてしまうのが彼の悪い癖。
Midge, we've got some real problems about your remaining with the building staff.
You see, but the problem is you giving me bad guy news, trying to look like a good guy doing it.
I've decided to handle this Danforth matter for you. Ben Reisman, Rotman, Rifkin, and Grady.
We ain't never getting away with this.
Truth is, I always did want to be a lawyer. The name Danforth will become an adjective, sir, for the persecution of the old and disabled, the black and the blind. Now, wait a minute! Fire him! It's your one shot at immortality.
マッソーとデイビスはラブリーオールドメンでも共演した中、老いたりとはいえ未だ現役のお二人です。
When was the last time you made love to a woman?
July 10th, 1981.
Was your wife still alive?
I certainly hope so.
And now it's time to go on to the location report. 今週ご紹介するのは全米でヒット中のラブコメディ素晴らしき日。 Now we head to New York to meet with Michelle Pfeiffer and George Clooney.
They're never going to leave on time. We'll make it, I promise.
主人公の2人はバツイチの子持ち同士。
I got kids over here! I got kids here!
Who wants to go on a boat in the rain anyway?
It's the day in the life of two single parents who are struggling with being a parent and holding down a career and finding it difficult, I guess, to find time or find the willingness and the trust to leave themselves available for romance.
You must be Kristen's ex-husband.
You must be Melanie Parker. It's underlined 3 times. We're not quite together this morning, I'm sorry. What do you mean that I must be Kristen's ex-husband?
Well, that's Kristen's daughter, and this is a totally ex-husband thing to do.
Well, you would know because that's a totally ex-wife from Art. It's about how you survive, you know, raising kids and working.
There's this guy who obviously thinks that a minor amount of charm replaces integrity, and commitment has not only ruined my date, but Sammy's as well. He's completely missed his field trip.
My mom hates her dad. So my dad hates her mom.
Hey, it's me. Just want to know if you're wearing panties. What color are they?
Huh? They end up having to babysit, take care of their children on the toughest work day of both of their lives.
素晴らしき日は古き良きラブロマンスの現代版。
Sammy!
This is still just an old guy meets girl, you know, guy, girl fall in love, bring their kids, talk on a cellular phone, kind of standard love story.
Sammy can get into trouble faster than you can make most women smile.
Are you flirting with me?
Would you please just really pay attention to him?
I won't let him out of my sight. Sammy! Hey, guns aren't toys. It's not loaded.
Goodbye. In Melanie's case, you know, she's trying to be everything. Mother, father, the provider, you know, and I think that, and she's a control freak, so she's very unwilling to delegate any kind of responsibility to anyone.
You probably think I'm a real control freak, and I'm not at all. Well, I mean, I do like things the way I like them, but who doesn't? And anyway, in my life, I'm the only one who ever does anything, so what does it matter?
Maybe you should let somebody help you out every once in a while.
Definitely not. I've got all of these little balls up in the air, and if somebody else caught one for me, I'd drop them all.
Michelle Pfeiffer's character is very much suspicious of any man who's got what she calls a Peter Pan complex, a boyish, charming, fun-loving guy.
I really can't stand it, those people who blame their worst traits on everyone but themselves. It's so 90s.
Oh, good. Man, what are you talking about?
You're blaming your Peter Pan complex on your mother. The one you're so proud of.
Friends.
I don't have time for friends.
That's because of your Captain Hook complex. It's done in the style of the old Tracy and Hepburn kind of films. Now say I can't do everything on my own.
Why?
Because with one sentence you can restore my faith in women again.
Of course, I'll say it for you, Jack.
Okay.
We're never going to get a cab, you know.
You can't say it.
Sure I can, just as long as you realize that it won't be true.
The first leading lady in films that I get to work with is Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm a very lucky man.
この作品ではエグゼクティブプロデューサーとしても才能を発揮したミッシェル・ファイファー。でも彼女が一番輝いて見えるのはやはりスクリーンの中。クルーニーが褒めちぎるほどの熱演を見せています。
Over the years, she's become, you know, probably one of the best actors, not actresses, but actors in the country.
そう語るジョージ・クルーニーの次回作はバットマン&ロビン。子連れヤモメとはガラッと変わって闇のヒーローバットマンを演じます。
George came in and he had this wonderful working relationship together. We were really comfortable with each other, and he has a great sense of humor and he's very smart, and I think that this part is kind of tailor-made for him.
Can I relate to the guy? Sure, I can relate to him. They're very similar, he and I. You know, we are the same height. We have roughly the same hair.
It's light without being insulting to your intelligence. It's funny, but it's always based in a real life situation.
If you're surrounded by the kind of writing, which is where it always starts, and a good director, which we have, and you know, Michelle could. Anything Michelle does, she makes a hit. You know, she's the best. So, and we're gonna be fine.
Do you want to kiss me right now?
I wouldn't have mentioned it if I didn't.
さあ続いては全米トップ10フィルムのカウントダウン。ファイファーとクルーニーは何位に登場するんでしょうか。
We are two ex-presidents of the United States, inches away from a dead man. This is not a good place for us to be. What will you do?
James Garner and Jack Lemmon in the number 10 hit, My Fellow Americans. 大統領に就任したこともある2人の政治家が何者かの陰謀でスキャンダルに巻き込まれてしまいます。
Drake, at the end of the line.
My God, how are we going to do this?
It's simple. You just jump, tuck, and roll. It's all hay and grass out there. It's the amber waves of grain.
I can't do that.
Of course you can. You can do it. Come on.
I can't.
Close your eyes. Count to 3. We'll jump together. Now, come on. Close them, Russell. Close them.
All right.
Count. 1, 2. God, that felt good.
9位はティム・バートン監督の SF コメディ「マース・アタック」。あらかた地球を制覇した火星人の次なるターゲットはラスベガス。奴らが乗り込んできた時、トム・ジョーンズはライブの真っ最中。
I did love will never do what she wanted to. Why can't this crazy love be mine? There's a Martian right behind me.
Hey, you're Tom Jones, right? It ain't unusual, eh? Tom, can I have an autograph? Anybody got a pen?
Doesn't seem like we're dancing right for this music, huh?
8位はハートフルファンタジー天使の贈り物 starring Denzel Washington and Whitney Houston。 これが映画出演3作目になるウィットニーはデンゼル・ワシントンとの共演にかなり感激したようです。
You have to watch Denzel because it's all in his eyes, and it's in his movement, and just the way he stands. He doesn't have to say anything. He doesn't have to say a word. His charisma and the charm exudes. Who sent you exactly?
The top man himself, Mrs. B.
Julia. And this is Julia's mother, Mrs. Coleman.
Of course it is. Well, it's obvious where Julia's beauty comes from.
And me with my hair looking like this.
Oh, no, it looks magnificent.
Oh, why, thank you.
Well, Mr.
Dudley, you can call me Dudley.
You're very welcome here.
Thank you.
Excuse her.
What are you doing?
Now, that's what I call good looking.
Edgar was lying in the carport. Still had his keys in his hand.
今週7位にランクインしたのはゴースト・オブ・ミシシッピー。公開3週目にしてついにトップ10入りを果たしました。公民権運動の闘士メドガー・エバース殺害事件の裁判を描くロブ・ライナー監督渾身の一作です。
His gun, his scope, his fingerprint, his car, and lastly, but certainly not least, his mouth. When he thought he'd gotten away with it, he couldn't keep his mouth shut with people he wanted to impress. And now his venom has come back to do him in because, ladies and gentlemen, there is no statute of limitations on murder. The law doesn't say that if you killed somebody 10 years ago or 20 years ago or even 30 years ago, that you don't have to pay the price. And the law doesn't say that if you're 50 years old or 60 years old or 70 years old, that you don't have to pay the price. No man is above the law.
Whoa, hey, check out Butthead TV.
I think I found the remote.
At number 6 is a film based on MTV's animation series Beavis and Butthead Do America. 脚本監督はマイク・ジャッジ。声の出演も兼ねている彼は声色を変えて主人公である不良少年2人を演じています。
I think doing the voices now is the best part creatively. It's when that's when it comes to life.
You are unable to contact. Please ring your call button at this time. The flight attendant will be.
Hi, can I help you with that? There you go, all set.
I love you.
Oh, wait, hey, cut it out. I want her to do it.
Come to Butthead.
続いて5位に登場はロケーションリポートでもお伝えした素晴らしき日。先週よりワンランクのアップです。子連れの女性建築家に扮するミシェル・ファイファー。それでは彼女の感動的な演技をご覧ください。
You know, I can't do this now. And I can't go with you to Stanford now either. Yes, Mr. Leland, that is the little lost boy from this morning, only he's not lost, he's my son. I have a child, and he has a soccer game in 20 minutes. If he's late, he doesn't get the trophy, and because I'm in here with you, he's probably going to be late. But what gets to me more than anything is that instead of crying about it, he's out there with a big old smile blowing fish faces at us. Gentlemen, if you're smart, you will want me as much for my dedication and ability as for the fact that I am going to ditch you right now, and I am going to run like hell across town so that my kid knows that what matters to me most is him. And Mr. Leland, your real grounds for firing me should be if I were to stay here with you.
Good evening, madam.
一方こちらはワンランクダウンで4位に退いた101。ダウンしたとはいえトータルボックスオフィスは1億2000万ドルをマークしました。さて子犬たちの毛皮を狙うクルエラは2人の部下を差し向けます。彼らを相手に孤軍奮闘するのはジョン・プローライト。
Fingers! Let me out! Let me out! Oh, do shut up! Police! I see you've got the picture of this.
Well, the old bird put up a good fight. I like that. Like a bit of spirit, the woman.
That's all right for you to say. You didn't get smashed in the face.
Give me the bag.
Come on, come on.
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect.
3位は先週より2ランクアップ。ウェス・クレイブン監督のホラームービー「スクリーム」。2人の学生がホラームービーを再現したせいで街中がパニックに。ハッピーデイズのヘンリー・ウィンクラーが教師役で出演しています。
So, two of your fellow students just savagely murdered, and this is the way that you show your compassion and sensitivity, huh? Let me tell you something. You're both expelled. Get out.
Oh, come on, Mr. Hembry. It was just a joke.
That's not fair. You're absolutely right. It is not fair. Fairness would be to rip your insides out, hang you from a tree so we can expose you for the heartless, desensitized little that you are.
I'm worried that you're putting all your faith in this guy who, because of the way things are going, might not have an emotional marble in his head.
Laurel, please. At number 2 is a comedy starring Tom Cruise. 2位はトム・クルーズの最新作「ザ・エージェント」。今回トムのお相手を務めるのはレニー・ゼルウェガー。彼女は兄弟喧嘩の最中に熱烈な愛の告白をします。
Look, all I know is that I found someone, and he was popular and charming and not so nice to me, and he died, okay? So why should I let this guy go? Why? When everything in my body says that this one is the one.
Take it easy, all right? I was just looking for a few fun details, that's all.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Well, I don't know if you're interested in this one little detail.
Yeah, what?
But I was just about to tell you that I love him. I do. I love him. I love him, and I don't care what you think. I love him for the man he wants to be, and I love him for the man that he almost is. I love him, Laurel. I love him. I love him.
Hi, Jerry.
Act natural.
お待たせしました。全米トップ10カウントダウン。いよいよナンバーワンの発表です。
I'm a writer too.
Oh, really? What did you write?
Psalm 85.
2週連続首位の座をキープしたのはジョン・トラボルタ主演のマイケル。共演のウィリアム・ハートにとってはここ数年で一番のヒットになりました。ハートが演じるのはトラボルタ扮する天使を取材する新聞記者クインラン。
What he brings to Quinlan, I just can't imagine anyone bringing the depth and colors and subtleties that William Hurt brings to this character. It's just the biggest gift that the movie has.
Justine?
半信半疑だったクインランもマイケルを本物の天使と確信してボブ・ホスキンス扮するデスクに報告。
Wings. Don't play with me, Quinlan. This guy is about 6 feet tall, and his wings reach from his shoulders to his knees. He's filthy, though. We're going to have to clean him up and put him in a white robe. Get Craddock to dig up some of those sandals, you know, the ones with the straps that go up your legs. Too bad he's not blonde, all right? Angels is supposed to be blonde. But Oprah, Barbara, the Today Show, hard copy book, the works.
Listen, don't mess this one up. I want that guy on the first plane to Chicago. Or does the Birdman fly himself?
I don't know if he actually uses the wings, but God, wouldn't that be a draw?
以上がトップ10でした。さて今日のエンディングは今週2位のトム・クルーズ主演ザ・エージェントです。
はい、この人も去年は当たり年でしたね。
そうですね。でも今回みたいなコメディっていうのも彼としては珍しいですよね。
まあほらいつも2話目じゃね役者の幅が出ませんからね。奥さんのニコール・キットマンだって頑張ってるし。
今日のプレビューにも出てましたよね。
はい、ある貴婦人の肖像。もしかするとあの映画で奥さんの方が先にアカデミー賞なんて可能性もありますよ。
天使としては負けてられませんね。
はい、それは夫婦喧嘩でね、何をこの大婚約者なんて言われたら立場ないですからね。
言いますかねそんなこと。さてこのザ・エージェント日本では春頃公開の予定です。
皆さんお楽しみに。てなところで今日はお別れです。See you again on Cinema Cinema Cinema。
でもあの夫婦はやっぱり喧嘩とかするのかな。
しますよ。特にねニコール・キットマンみたいなね一見可愛い子ちゃんタイプはね一旦送るときついんですよ。もうタッチが悪いったらないですから本当に。
やめてください。よっぽどひどい目に遭ってませんか。
遭ってません。友達の話。